History bites the filthy, stinking rich. And look at some of the nastiest, meanest rich people who ever lived.
Okay, we've seen 5 paths to filthy, stinking riches. But some people use more than one method. Alexander inherited a kingdom before he built an empire, and Thomas Edison had ideas, but he also gained monopolies through the use of patents. But imagine if you combined all 5 methods, how filthy, stinking rich you could be. And that brings us to our super secret 6th method.
Method number 6, all of the above.
Meet Jakob Fugger, the moneylender to the rulers of Europe. His money put one emperor and a couple of popes in power. After some royal clients defaulted, Jakob ended up with monopolies in copper and other metals. He was born into wealth. He encouraged wars so that he could profit from them. And things really came together for Fugger in the 1520s when he did a deal with the Pope. Jakob became so rich, if he were alive today, he'd have his own infomercial.
You know what people call me? They call me Jakob Fugger the Rich. And I like that. I like being rich.
I know people who, if they see a copper coin, they won't stoop over to pick it up. Me? I'd pick it up. That's right. I like copper. In fact, I have a monopoly in copper. I've made money in spices. I've made money in banking. People see a war, what do? They run. Ah! I'm dying! Ah! Me? I invest.
Fugger is not about motivating people.
No, you already know what motivates you, eh?
Yeah, like say you want to get a bishop's seat, or eliminate a rival, or rule a principality, or...
Well, what he does for you is he eliminates what is blocking you from wealth.
No, it's a miracle.
You see, it's the same thing that's blocking everyone from achieving his or her life goals. And it's called guilt. Because we're all sinners. We are. Okay, how many of you have ever lied? Say I. Okay, me too. How many of you have ever indulged in usury? Say I. How many of you have ever lent money to mercenary armies just so they could keep fighting and keep borrowing? Say I. Okay, not many of you there. Okay, how many of you have ever lent money to King George V so he could bribe the 7 electors and become Holy Roman Emperor? Okay, that's just me. But I don't feel guilty. No, because I'm forgiven. Because I have one of these. And you can too. It's a little contract with God. It's official, and it's signed by the Pope.
That's me. It's great. It says, hey, God, sure I've made a few mistakes, but I'm only human. Indulge me a little here.
And you know what we call it? We call it an indulgence. Isn't that awesome?
Awesome.
He's awesome.
But here's the thing. You can only get these from me.
It's said that Jakob Fugger's monopoly on papal indulgences increased his already considerable wealth tenfold. People paid for forgiveness for their sins, and he laughed all the way to the bank, which was his as well.